Hello guys, what's up? So in this video, I'm gonna show you another tutorial and gameplay of Kagura. At the start of the game, I usually grab an early boots, like I always do. And of course, this is my emblem set. First, you help clear the jungle camp, whichever the core prefers. Afterwards, you proceed to poke or simply wave clear. It is very ideal if you have your support with you, since your support can help with wave clear as well as put pressure on the enemy team. In this fight, we almost killed Odessa, but I was rooted. It's sad. I also tried to be cheeky here. Was looking for a flame shot, but missed. She sidestepped. Well played from her. Maybe I should have been patient. Nevertheless, secured level 2 and I was looking to gank bot, but I was playing it safe, so I just returned back to my wave.
So from this angle, I was trying to put pressure on the enemy support, the Mincetar. Thanks to Matilda, we chunked him down, which secured first blood. So a great tip is to prioritize the gold lane over XP lane, because of course late game a marksman usually scales, so you need to help them secure their farm efficiently, or at least make the enemy marksman waste their flicker or their battle spells, so that your marksman has somewhat at least an advantage over them when they commit like a hand-to-hand combat with each other. In this case, okay, another fight breaks out, and as you can see, I am quite patient with my spells. I don't just randomly throw my abilities. I wait like for the opportune moment where they have used their spells. Although I died there, it's fine.
Never disappoints me.
You might be wondering, like, I'm against an Odette, which is a not so favorable matchup when you're against a hero that can like survive your combo because of her shield. Which is why I always like take note of, is her ult up? So in this case, in this fight, it was still on cooldown. I believe Odette's ult is like very long, cooldown wise. So I tried to gank gold lane once again. Although I don't have my spells, your first and second ability is already enough, at least sufficient to chunk them down with a few auto attacks weaved in between. Sometimes I try to help take the early gold, but a quick I recommend not to, like, try not to attack the tower when you're pushing with your marksman, because the gold gets divided. So you want your marksman to get their items faster. So when you escape, especially from that point, you try to combine your escape second ability with your flame shot, so that the distance of escape is wider. So you flame shot and then you second first. That's the combo of escaping, especially for against assassins. If you just proceed second, the distance is not so wide, or at least most of the time you'll get hit by Lancelot's second ability, which is something as a Kagura player you would like to avoid, because one second ability, like it removes at least half of your HP. So See, I don't like Odessa. He just chunks me down. Boom. Flame shot. See? Sometimes you just have to be patient with your spells. Especially in higher ranks, where most of your teammates are already good players. One key factor that would 90% affect your games, especially the chances or odds of winning, is your teammates. So I highly suggest you play duo, or at least you party with people who you believe are good players, or at least decent ones. I like to dive in, especially if I have already built my blood wings, because this item gives you a ton of shield. Sure, Kagura, shields are your best friend. No cap. So that's my basic combo and engaging. When you're against heroes like Lancelot, quick tip is to not use your abilities when his second skill is up. Wait for the optimal moment where he actually uses it. That is when he's most vulnerable to getting nuked down by Kagura.
Yu Jong always frowns at me when I'm singing. He really
And most of the time when fights occur, when you're using the basic combo, the 1-3-1 combo to burst people down, what you do in fights is that when you use that combo, you first throw your umbrella, and then you proceed with an ult, and then you wait. Not like wait too long, but you need to know like where's their next move, so you need to be patient. Okay, I missed my spells there, but because of my item, Blood Wings, I survived. Because if you didn't know, when the shield gets popped, the passive or the active effect of Blood Wings gets procced, especially if it gets removed, you receive a burst of movement speed. It's like a 1 second thing, but that crucial moment, 90% or at least 80% of fights, it saves you. Which is why I buy it as a second item. And of course, you can't deny the amount of movement speed it gives you. As a Kagura player, you really need that ability to position both in fights and as a Kagura player, most of the time you will dive, right? So you need that movement speed and the ability to escape. When you don't have your ult, try to just throw your umbrellas to poke them. Poke for damage. That is Kagura's strength, poke. So in this Lord fight, try to use your umbrellas to provide vision for your core, and try to interfere with the enemy's core, or their jungler. Don't give them the opportunity to steal the Lord or any objective for that matter. See, because I just randomly used my abilities, the second phase of the ult was not a success. And based on the advanced server, the buff on Kagura is mostly focused on the second phase or the last phase of the Yin Yang Overturn or your ult, which is why it is very important that you hit that second phase of your ult. That is Kagura's bread and butter for damage. If you have seen many TikTok videos, I believe you would agree that last part where the enemies get pulled, that is where the damage is at. And of course, the getting hit by 2 umbrellas simultaneously plus that damage just adds up. There's another basic combo there, although it was an overkill. It's like first flame shot and then second. Works every time. Especially early fights, like level 2 fights. you remove at least, you can one-shot people with 1/4 or at least more than 1/4 of their HP. A quarter, I believe, is the right term. I'm not sure. I'm not a math genius. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm never afraid with
So at this
Kagura
point, I
like the
didn't realize that
butterflies
I
by my
already had
side.
like 13 kills. I just realized that, oh no, I'm actually fed. So if you can see, instead of purchasing Holy Crystal
For a clearer
or
sky and a safer world.
Divine Glaive for more damage or penetration, I bought a Lightning Truncheon. The reason being is that I wanted more survivability, and I also wanted more access to my ult, because the priority is the burst of movement speed when you hit your umbrella, plus the 10% cooldown reduction. These are
By the strongest exorcist.
these
I'm definitely
these
gonna
are
be
the
the
reasons why I
second
bought it
strongest
as
in
my
this
third
field.
item instead of Holy Crystal. If you have seen my posts on TikTok, I usually suggest that you buy Holy Crystal as my fifth or last item, depending on the situation. You can also buy it as your second item, especially if you feel like your team is losing. Like, you can see that the gold disparity is going up from 2k to
Kagura is
3k.
my wings that carry me
Oh no,
through
I
all
know
the
that some of you
difficulties.
would think like, oh, you're losing. Why would you buy something that expensive of an item? Well, if I could explain, 80 or 90% of my games where I am losing and then I get that as a second item, it would matter for those last moment fights where the enemy team gets cocky. Like, they get comfortable knowing that, oh, our team is winning. Of course the enemy team has no damage. And then lo and behold, you're actually building the Holy Crystal, and then around the 10-minute mark or 12, where they're trying to destroy the high ground section of your base, and you're building Holy Crystal, and then you actually successfully built it as your second item, you'd be shocked by the amount of damage you can output. Even if you watch the top global current Kagura player, Holy Crystal is her second item. I believe fell. So we won this fight. I mean this game. Rather. So I had a kill score of 17. So that ends for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.